Good morning. Well, where did you go now?
Oh, there we go.
Are you playing tricks on me? This is like too early to do this kind of stuff. Well, good morning, everyone. Oh, I got some loud noises going on, I tell you.
We're ready. We're ready for another week.
I guess so, right? Well, we're all happy to be back again today for some more winning action. We got lots of day baseball for sure. I mean, what, maybe 2 games you can consider to be maybe later night games. No real late today. Other than that, we got some WNBA. I had a good day yesterday at the College World Series. We'll preview some more there. It was very hot, but we had a good time, of course. How are you today, Ramon?
Tell us about it, Mindy. I'm sorry you had a blowout to a certain extent. I'm not sorry that I had the TCU as a premium. And they, close game. Hey, you had a close game for several innings. So,
sure. And again, the first 2 were on a walk and a balk. So not exactly probably how Oral Roberts planned this game to go out, right? Because it probably should have been about 3-1 the game, and it was a little bit more of a blowout, like you said, than probably what it should have been. But it was kind of a sloppy game a little bit. And again, I don't know if that's nerves or an elimination or maybe just the difference in parity in teams, right? But most of Omaha was going for TCU because we have this, bias about Max Duggan being from Council Bluffs. So everyone already had their TCU gear. So it was kind of like a TCU home game there. And then if you see some of the pictures in the Discord, Rocco's is the one that we're talking about with the Jello Shot Challenge, and the owner of all of the there you go. So Rocco is there with the little red sign there. Everyone goes there. It's like elbow room only. Can't hardly get in, but that's where you have the Jello Shot Challenge. They have it right there at the bar. And the owner of Raising Cane's, like the big owner of Raising Cane's, went ahead and bought 6,000 Jello shots to put LSU over the top. It only cost him $30,000 to do it. But yeah, it's a big deal because everyone's going in and saying, "Hey, where's the signs for the Jello shots?" So there's downtown Omaha. If you're looking like via the skyscrapers there.
Were you on the were you out in the left field corner, or were you under the third base line there? There's the kids. Great time. Wow.
Yep, there's me and Derek. No, we were right down the line there at on the third base line. And we kind of picked those seats because, of course, most of them are reserved, and they've been reserved by folks that have had the tickets for 30 years.
Sure.
But yeah, we did that. We were hoping to get some home run balls. We didn't get anything, not even close to us. All the foul balls went into like section 113. But we had a good time. But it was very, very hot. Probably 90 degrees. No shade.
Well, I'm on a little bit of roll at the College World Series right now. I seem to can't miss, but we'll see today. We've got 2 very, very interesting games, and you saw TCU, so we'll get a lowdown from you.
Yeah, we were lucky, Matt. We had a little party van. That's why we think it's important not to drink and drive, and so we got a little vehicle, and we had a driver to drive us around all night. So we went from Rocco's, and we went to a place called Beercade where you can, drink and the kids can play games. We're responsible adults. And then we went to, of course, the Hibachi, which is like one of our favorite places to go, where they also have really good blueberry cosmopolitans, I should say. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. So yeah.
Well, we'll get the scoop on the games from you in just a moment. Obviously, today, 2 huge games to help decide. We're not quite there yet. We got 2 teams on the brink of elimination, certainly. We'll see what happens today if they need to go to 1 more before we get that matchup, but we'll see. And, man, looking forward to that late game tonight at the College World Series. See what Mindy picks and see who I pick. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the Morning Steam with the Midwest Premier Jello shooter, Mindy Hahn.
I never got a Jello shot is what I'm trying to say. Like, it was about 5 or 6 people deep to the bar. Like, you can't get to them. I would have probably had to been there for like 2 hours to get one. So I was kind of bummed about that as well.
Yeah, and I would imagine with LSU playing that late game, by
They
the
were
time you
all
went in
there.
there,
That's
they
the
were
whole
all there.
problem. Yes.
Because you probably went after, right, or before,
Yes. On our way back to,
So yeah, they were ready because they had to play Tennessee, so they were
that's right.
loading up. They win the Jello shot. Didn't look at it. I mean, I'm sure they won the Jello shots, and well, just sly market. It's whoever buys the most Jello shots. What a great idea for the bar. Good marketing there.
Exactly.
Say hello to some of our
and they're
friends.
literally right across the street from the stadium, so they got prime position there as well.
Take a look, say hello to some of our friends filing in. We'll preview those baseball games today. Good card, good day, Mindy. For the morning steam, want to thank everybody, Mindy. Look, we had probably our record sales over the day yesterday because of our Tuesday. We're picking well right now. I just want to thank everybody that subscribed to the plays yesterday. Yeah, we give them out free on the show all week, but we know several of you subscribe to some of the longer term packages. If you're not with us today or you're watching on a replay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Mindy and I so happy that you guys are willing to take interest in us and get our plays for the Tuesday card. We'll go over to Tony'sPicks.com in just a moment, but I want to say hello to people strolling in first real quick.
Lots of folks here already this morning.
Okay, great. Well, they probably want the winners is what I'm thinking, the way we're clicking right now. Tyrone was here first today. Tyrone had to open up our doors. Thomas is here today. Sue, Bionic, Ziggy, Tyrone, everyone just greeting and hello. There's Kelly's here today. Nathan, nice to have you. I put in the Discord link there so you can, anybody want to check out those cool pictures, but more so get any of our info. I put a winner in there yesterday, Mindy, in your game. I put a Discord play. I said go under TCU and Oral Roberts. So double winner there. Also, we gave out LSU on the night game, and I had LSU under as a premium. So
there we go.
Kind of say we kind of swept the card there in Omaha. Brett B here today. Butterscotch is here as well. Blake, just everybody's here.
Yeah.
Already got 4 dozen in the chat. Matt D. There was Mindy in the party van yesterday. Had the kids in tow, so they had to kind of behave, but they're
used to us by now. Ramon, they're used to us.
I mean, yeah, and probably the highlight of the summer to go to the College World Series.
That's right. They have been before, like a couple of years ago. But they do have the big fan experience outside, so the kids all love that, right? So they do a lot of the cool, I would say, kind of more like NCAA related stuff, like the how fast you can throw, how good you can hit, that kind of stuff for the kids. And then they have one that's kind of maybe more for the adults, like a huge beer garden, and then that's where all the vendors set up their stuff. So they do a lot of spin the wheel and you get free things. So the kids like to do that. So they came home with koozies and gloves and balls and candy and glasses. So it's a lot of fun stuff to do.
Well, they look to be right in there at 9, 11, and 9, 10, 11, 12, right in there. So they playing ball?
Yeah. They do some, but a lot of them more, they like to sing and play instruments. So we got a guitarist. We got one that plays like I'm going to sound stupid, like the French horn. Is that what it is? Like like a horn of some sort.
And then towards that big round thing.
Yeah, I think it's that big round thing. And then, of course, we have some that like to sing that are in the show choir. So
Alan here, he'll give us his up. We have the WNBA game. It's Las Vegas, so it's it's a game. You got a handicap. We'll see what Alan gives us today. Luis, Tommy Guyton here. Hello to Tommy Guyton. Welcome. Maybe we've had you, maybe we haven't. I don't know. Welcome. Nice to have you, Stephen Matthews.
I think it could be just an avatar change there or a little icon.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Maybe that's it.
I think it might have been the old, T.
Gerardo and I, of course, Minnie, last night, Gerardo and I hanging out in some random sports chat rooms as usual. Lotto Snob here, Fernando with the Euro. Saw some interesting results yesterday in Euro qualifying. Today, I'd say highlighted in soccer. Most everything's at night, nothing major from Europe, but it is a big night in Major League Soccer, and I might have some plays tonight as I heat up on my Major League Soccer card a little bit over the last few weeks. I've had some plays, so hello to everybody. Daryl Turner, hello as well. All right, let's maybe head on over to Tony'sPicks.com because I got some things to share with everyone real quick. Then we'll get right into the action for today's baseball card, but just want to show we did have a pretty good day, and so did some of the other cappers certainly yesterday. All right, hello to Twan as well.
Got some winners, that's right.
7 parlays. I've 7 parlays in my life. All right. Nick Vartini was the leading handicapper yesterday, 8-2. Daniel Walasachuk, 3-0. Morning Steam. There we are, Mindy. 6-3. Probably should have been better. There's no doubt that the Texas Rangers got screwed yesterday. But we had them, and they had a controversial play at the plate. Not sure if I understand the rules yet. Then maybe they don't understand the rules. Blocking the plate does not mean having your foot on the back end of the plate. Receiving the ball behind the third base line and then making a tag, I don't think is blocking the plate.
Right. It's where you set up, right? That's how I've always seen it.
Right, nowadays, right? You can't. We know how it works. So clear path was there. I'm sure everyone, maybe other than White Sox fans, but I think even White Sox fans might have been resigned to the fact that it looked like a bad call. So let's see who else. Sean Dinwiddie there. Joseph Schultz with a good day. Sean was 6-3. Joseph won both of his plays. I went 6-4 yesterday. And Rafi Riddle's 2-1, and the GM 3-2. Don't forget, get our premium picks over at Tony'sPicks.com from Mindy and I. We're going to give you a bunch of free winners here in just a moment. We'll show you what's going on there, Mindy, as we are over the last 7 days there. Take a look at that. We're up 1465. A pretty strong record right now, certainly for us. Almost 65% over the last 7 days over there at Tony'sPicks.com, and we'll have packages going up. Our premium picks will be up there as soon as we get done with this. You mentioned it, a lot of day games.
Yeah,
a lot of day games today on a Wednesday. Collins has a 5-pack. That one gets underway with the late afternoon games, it looks like. And Daniel has a 5-pack, but everybody's ready to roll because of these early starts. Tony T's got a 3-pack, and Ben has a 3-pack as well. You see Nick Vartini here on the pick ticker. He's going to be involved in some tennis action. I don't know. I have any premiums in the action this week, but I think as the tournaments wind down, I will do so. Okay. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off of our premium pick packages. I know a lot of you utilized that code yesterday on those on our morning Steam picks. And again, just want to thank everyone. Mindy, a lot of people got the picks yesterday. Pretty pleased. We're really thankful and happy that you guys did that, because Tuesday you got to do it if you want our picks. But the other 6 days where the subscriptions are gonna basically we don't have time. I know even our regulars. I mean, you guys can't make it every day, so. Twan was mad at that Ranger game. Bruce Bochy might need a wheelchair to get out there soon. When he went out to argue, he's got a kind of a limp now going. But Mindy Thomas said the play in the TCU game yesterday.
I guess because it was an accidental push-off, it is part of the deal that he was off the bag and they called him out. But yeah, it was a lot of strange stuff there. They tried the old hidden ball trick there and initially called the balk, but then reversed that, saying the pitcher was not on the mound when he received the ball back. So yeah, a lot of crazy things happened in that game, and too many errors. It was like I said, just kind of a sloppy game. But I think probably the best team won out there at the end.
Yeah, and the kid's not going to want, complain about a one-sided game. I'm sure they didn't mind just having a good time. So, all right, let's get ready to roll with our rapid fire. Thanks to everyone coming in here. We got 60 in here. Feels like it'll be a pretty good day with our streak going right now. All right, and let's get to it with the Major League Baseball plays. Look, it even starts a little bit earlier than normal, Mindy, with some of these starts at 12:10 Eastern, 11:10 Mindy time, and 9:10 here. 2 games starting in just about 2.5 hours. So,
right.
Let's go. And I see Ziggy's tweet just coming across. So check out Ziggy on Twitter.
He's ready to go.
Did you hear it? The notification came up. I've got Ziggy on notifications on my phone. What that bleep bleep was. That was Ziggy's tweet on notifications. All right. Let's get rolling here with the games and take a look at, definitely a marquee matchup here with the Orioles and the Rays. Mindy, the Orioles, you had them yesterday on the run line for a premium pick. Great job. We also had the over in that game yesterday between the Orioles and the Rays. So what are you going to have today here with the Rays are favored $1.45, and this total has been steamed this morning. I'm showing now 8 under -115.
Well, I'm going back on the Orioles today. They're 22-14 straight up on the road here this season. Plus, I mean, look at what they've been doing in June, right? A 268 batting average, 753 on base percentage. They just been like really just crushing the ball here, right? And again, Tampa Bay is not necessarily, tearing it up at the plate here so far in their June. And of course, we got Taj Bradley, probably one of the lesser pitchers there on their team. So I'm going with the Orioles here today.
All right, Mindy does take the Orioles. I'm kind of leaning that way. I'm just a little bit of reservation, but Wells 3-0 in his last 3 starts, a 2.89 ERA. Bradley is definitely slipping up a little bit here. He's got an ERA close to 6 in his last 5 starts. The Orioles, they've won 8 of their last 11. They're definitely looking sharp right now. Boy, I kind of want to continue to roll with these Orioles, but I don't know. Money line, you said, Mindy?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go on the money line.
Okay, well, maybe I should tag along here with Bradley's numbers right now. It's just to remember the Rays are still 31-8 at home, but Baltimore definitely one of the best road teams in the league right now at 23-14. Let's do it, Mindy. I'll roll with you. You're hot, so
all right.
I'll take the Orioles with you. I was leaning Orioles. Now that I see that price, I think I'm okay with taking the Orioles here. I think it's going to be it's obviously going to be a close game, I think, with these two in this situation. So let's take the plus money in this one. Look, here's some other numbers I'm interested in. Tampa Bay has gone over in 13 of their last 16 games at home. So I don't know if that clues anybody in the way that I was thinking here, but with Bradley, kind of maybe hitting the wall a little bit of late. Nothing wrong with Tampa at this point, but sure. Wells has been doing a nice job. Look, he's, made over a dozen starts now and has 3.2 ERA. That's pretty good. And that Orioles bullpen's been looking sharp as well. Let's go ahead take these Orioles here in this one. Give us a play to start us off. How about the chat? Are they looking our way? I would imagine it might be a little bit of a split. Brett has our pitcher prop. He says go over with Taj Bradley. Luis is on the Orioles. Ziggy is on Tampa. Matt will just take the run line. Londo on the Orioles. Feels like Orioles so far. Bionics on the Orioles. Londo liking the over, maybe with me. Want to say hello and good morning to Mindy. Hello to Jerry Norris. That's got to be a new name to us, I feel like.
I kind of feel like it.
Hello, Jerry, and thank you for joining us. What's your plays today? Let us know. Great to have you. Thanks for chatting. Thomas says, still hard to play against these Rays. But Orioles, just 4 games back now. 4 games back. That's what makes this series so important. CTG, Baltimore, first 5. It's Baltimore in the chat, Mindy.
All right, let's get it done.
The way it's going. Yeah, look at this. Scotch, Damian Betts, Andy over, Steven Matthews, the Baltimore team total over. That is 3.5. 3.5. God, my little horse racing catching my eye. I'm watching Royal Ascot here. Just saw the King and Camilla riding on a chariot there. All right, we're on it. We're on the Orioles to start us off here today in this one. All right, another one here at 12:10 Eastern, 9:10 Pacific, with the Blue Jays and the Marlins here. Showing the Blue Jays favored on the road against these hot Marlins. Okay, right. Maybe they're betting against Alcantara. That doesn't, I mean, we know Sandy's had issues and Gausman. I get some hard to criticize Gausman. I know there's some detractors, but right now with that 3 ERA, it's kind of hard. The Blue Jays favored on the road here, 130, and look at this total, 7/20.
Yeah, I mean, Gausman has been playing well, but his ERA is elevated a bit here on the road. Alcantara, we know, has been not having his best season. I mean, he went out and got dominated by the Nationals of all teams his last outing there. Alcantara, 4.97 ERA is just not like the guy. I don't know what's going on with him. And again, I kind of feel like when he's pitching, his games have gone over. That's where I'm going to head. I'm going to go over this 7 here right now. Open up at 7.5. I didn't mind really going over the 7.5 here today. So I'm going to go over that total here. Blue Jays scoring 4.6 runs of offense. Marlins 4. Each of these teams will give up almost 4.77 runs on the defensive side. So taking the over.
All right, Mindy going over in this one. Yeah, you're getting a good price there. I don't think I'm, at 7/20. You talked about, seeing a 7.5 out there. I saw 7.5s out there too for a little while. They were juiced to the under, but considering now that it's 7/20, you're getting a good price. The widely reported steam came in on the over, but that hasn't necessarily materialized to get it back up to 7.5, and I'm not sure that it will. So good price for you, but I don't know. To me, Gausman 4-0 in his last 6 starts, a 2.63 ERA. Toronto's gone under in 4 of his last 5 starts, and they've also gone under in 5 of their last 7. Now, for Sandy, we know it's been an issue. He's got a 5.33 ERA in his last 4 starts, but they've gotten run support. He's not losing a lot of games necessarily. So, I think we've all kind of given up on Sandy a little bit, saying, hey, saying, just prove it to us, is what I think is what the feeling is right now for most people. But this is still a big, big game, and I'm going to have to take Miami here. We're going to give Sandy another chance. Look, Miami 13-4 in their last 17 games. Remember when we talked about the Marlins and that great run of one-run games. They've certainly come back down to earth, but still 18-5 in one-run games, 22-14 at home. Blue Jays a game under 500 on the road, but should note that the Blue Jays 4-7 in their last 11. I will take Miami in this one. Mindy is on the over. The chat, what are they going to do? Feels like as I head over there that it'll be kind of a split. Let's see with the chat. We've got Luis on the Marlins. Here's Gosman. He's got that K-prop for both pitchers today. Ziggy says his play is Blue Jays money line. Fernando on the Blue Jays today. And we've got Thomas on the over here. Gerardo is on the Blue Jays. Londo says to give me the Marlins and the under. Steven says he'll take Miami with the plus money. Says Marlins have the better pen right now. Yeah, I think these guys. Yeah, they're not the best pens in the league right now, but hello to my buddy Tommy. Thank you so much for what you're doing to promote our show. Damian, Blue Jays. Bionic Marlins run line. Thomas Lewis says a prop to Blue Jays to score 3 runs. I think is that a prop that's offered? I don't know. Tyrone Bell, Miami on the money line. Matt's on Toronto. This is a mixed bag here,
Looks
just
like
us. Yep. Butterscotch says Miami. Tommy says take the fish, and I will take the fish. Mindy's on the over. Thank you. Great picks. Definitely no consensus there, but we can both win it.
That's right. We'll do it.
Here come the Cubs and the Pirates. Hey, this is an okay game, I think, right here with Hendricks. Has looked good since his comeback right now. The Cubs have moved to a slight favorite. It was a little bit of a pick'em, I would say, but now I think it's shifted because, the Pirates actually in the overnights were actually a little bit of a slight favorite. It moved to pick'em. Right now I'm showing the Cubs are the road favorite here with Hendricks. I don't know. When Hendricks is in form, there's certainly not much wrong with wanting to back him. You might think he's over the hill. He fights through a lot of injuries, but here he is all of a sudden putting up some very, very decent numbers right now with an ERA of just 3.18 in his 5 starts so far. Everyone bags on Rich Hill. He's got a ERA close to 4.5, but keeps you in the ball game. This one has reported steam to the under, but right now I'm showing the total having moved from 8.5 under 25 when I put this in about 90 minutes ago, and now it is 8.5 over 20. So move to the over here all of a sudden.
Yeah, I like how you said that. If you think Hendricks is over the hill, yeah, I'm taking Hendricks over the hill today. Yeah. I like the Cubs, winners of their last 6 of 7 overall, 3 of their last 4 on the road. Been a decent road team so far, and Hendricks had that really nice outing versus the Orioles last time out. I'm going to go ahead and take the Cubs here on the money line. I like that 1.93 split here for Hendricks on the road.
Yeah, not only that, starting in 2 very, very strong starts in a row for Hendricks. So really good job there by him. Cubs just 3-2 in those 5 starts, but I'm not worried about that with those numbers. He struggled for the most part against Pittsburgh in his career. Last 16 starts, a 4.5 ERA and a 4.9 record. But Cubs, now they're hot all over the 9-2 in their last 11 games. Hill, 3.38 ERA in his last 3 starts, and the Pirates are going the other direction at this point. They've won just 2 of their last 11 games. They have gone under in 5 straight, but if this total, oh boy, like I said, it's kind of gone higher, Mindy, but I'm going to go over in this one with the Cubs and the Pirates. I was hoping for an 8. I wanted to go over as a premium, man. This thing is juiced up. I don't know if there's any value necessarily. I just like the over. I know I'm kind of touting these pitchers a little bit, but I'm going to take some offense here today. Mindy's on the Cubs. I'm on the over. I feel like the chat's going to be on the Cubs in this one. Mindy here is. Damien's on the Cubs on the run line in this one. And Cubs are -1.5 plus 150 or so. I hope, and I know that the favorite has shifted, so just want to see if Damien is on the Cubs laying a 1.5, or is he taking it? Because I think it's a kind of close call there. Butterscotch says Hendricks in form. Cubs own the Pirates, says Matt. Ziggy's on the Cubs. Tommy's little buddy is on the Cubs. Here's Bionic on the Cubs. Thomas on the Cubs. Everybody's on the Cubs. I kind of want to think that I'm giving the Pirates a chance here today. I know that they haven't been looking that well. So solo fading the Pirates, or it's all Cubs, Mindy. Here's Fernando on the under. Londo will be the one who might be with me on the Pirates. I don't know if I can get to the window on a premium. Maybe I'll just take a shot with the Bucks. But Thomas may be going over here in this one. All right. Yeah, Damien's going to lay it for that plus money. That's looking good, certainly, right now. All right. And that looks like it for that game. Thanks, everybody. Right. Mindy on the Cubs. I'm on the over. All right. Still more daytime action. Traditional 12:30 Eastern start, 11:30 Mindy, 9:30 Pacific with the Rockies. Again, Rockies have been shuffling their pitching a little bit. Freeland still not available, so they've had to go with Connor Siebold here in this one against Mindy, the greatest pitcher of all time, in Abbott. Mindy, it has been 140 years since a pitcher has pitched at least 5 shutout innings in his first 3 starts without giving up a run. That's 140 years.
Really?
In professional baseball. No pitcher has ever had the start of Abbott. So Reds, by the way, the Reds have won 10 straight.
Yeah, but who's counting, right? I mean, all I see with Abbott is he's 3-0, 0 ERA, only allowed 10 hits, no runs, and 17 2/3 innings, kind of like you had said, right? But yeah, I feel like there's no way I could get off the hottest team in Major League Baseball right now. I think I'll take the Reds here on the run line today. Freeland, he has not done quite as well as Mr. Abbott. He was hit pretty hard his last time out. They've lost all 4 starts.
I want to interrupt you there, Mindy. Freeland is a
Siebold. That's right.
He has a flu bug, I think.
Yes, my fault. I put my notes on that, but I do have Connor Siebold as my starting pitcher down here. But my notes.
Yeah, Freeland's been scheduled to go the last 2 days and just keeps pushed back.
That's right. I think you even told me that too, right? All right. Well, so yes, with Siebold, he has that 6.92 ERA. That one there still elevated. So yeah, still taking the Reds here today.
All right, Mindy, on the Reds here in this one. Is that on the run line? Yeah. At this point, it's going to be hard for me to get off the Reds at this point. I mean, who wants to go against them right now? The hottest team in the league ever since. Look, not saying with Ellie De La Cruz, this pitcher Abbott, this has kind of been since they've kind of come up. And look, the Reds have other prospects too. Joey Votto's come back. It's all good.
Yeah, that's right. Votto did come back. Yeah.
Momentum. The GM today comes out in the paper today saying we're going for it. We might be involved in the free agent pool and the trade pool here going down the stretch, because the Reds are starting to feel it a little bit with this winning streak, and impressive as it is. And how about Abbott? As I said, it's 17 total innings. You mentioned his outings, Mindy. 17 total innings. The stat is 5+ innings of no runs for 3 consecutive starts to start a career. So it's actually been a little bit better than that.
Right.
That goes back to the 1800s. I want to say it might be 130 years. I think it was 1893 or was it 1883? Whatever the case may be. I mean, that's just ridiculous. About as old as the Reds themselves. So I got to do it. I mean, I got to do it with you. I mean, my numbers, my computer numbers saying too high. You got to take Colorado here. I can't listen to my, computer. I wish. Why doesn't it crash right now?
Right.
As I look at my charts over here, because I'm gonna screw the computer at this point. I got to take the Reds in this one. I'll lay a 1.5. Why not? It's only minus $1.15 or so. We'll tell you the steam has come in on the Rockies here. Let me fix that number, Mindy, because that is not the number. I think anybody who looks at their odds right now can see that it's down. I'm showing it at about 210 right now, and the total had moved to 9 over 15. So maybe that can get me off of the well, I'm on the Reds with you for sure.
Right.
With the chat, but maybe that discount, right? Call it a discount because I think you saw what I did. It was certainly as high as 240.
Oh, sure.
And right now, looking across the board, 210 at Circa, 205 at Bet Online, 210 Bet US, 225 at Bovada, 225 at DraftKings. So 15 cents off at least some of those. Let's take a look here and see what the chat is up to with the Reds game. Butterscotch says, let's check the archives on this one. Londo does say Rockies and under. I'm just worried the Reds might put up a big number against Seabold and that, I don't know, ERA, close to 6. Fernando, Reds money line. Luis, Reds run line. And Corday says, talking about they were 11-1 heading into the weekend, 11-1 to win the division heading into the weekend. They're now 5-1 or lower to win the division. So everybody wants to kind of pounce on it. Maybe they've missed the boat a little bit at this point. Fernando's on the under here. Here's Thomas Lewis on the Reds run line. Butterscotch lays it as well. Bionic says Reds for sure. And Ziggy can't go against it. Reds team total over. The whole team's clicking. It's fun. You gotta feel good for the Reds. You gotta. It's been, you hope it's real. Right. You hope it's real. They're still just 19-18 at home. They've gone over in 18 of their last 28 games overall. Okay. Yeah, that's the way I was feeling like the Reds offense can put some value to this over here. All right, Corday on the over, and Stephen Matthew, team total over. Politician for the People is here today. Takes the team total for the Rockies. Over 3.5. Are they going to get to the bullpen? Because we know that Abbott never gives up a run. It's going to come in. Everybody's talking about kind of the mix, if you will, in the Cy Young race in the National League. All right, here we go. Thanks to the chat on that one. We're going to take the Reds run line. Screw the computer. All right. Okay, here's the Royals and what a pitcher's duel yesterday. Mindy, you had the Royals on the run line. You didn't need it. 1-0 with Daniel Lynch. He really, the Royals turned in a great performance. They didn't even give up a run. Great job, the Royals. And here the Tigers are 125 or so. The total's 8.5.
And here we come back with Brady Singer, who has basically taken a nosedive this season. I know. I mean, I watched him pitch last year. Like I said, 12 strikeouts versus the Rays. This year, he can't strike out anyone. I don't know what's going on. And Boyd, he has that elevated ERA, right? But I think he's one that kind of just struggles more with, getting run support, basically. That's kind of how I see it. Royals are just disappointing me. I'm taking the Tigers today. What? Pretty decent. -120. I'll take it.
All right, Mindy, you want to go against these
I do.
Royals? All right, whatever. I mean, Singer, ERA 6.33. Well, you said he's a little bit better over his last 5 starts. Got an ERA of 5.
Right.
I challenge you to that stat.
Better than 7 or 8.
Still, yeah, we know what you mean on that one. Interestingly, he's gone under in 6 of his last 8 games. This doesn't feel like an under necessarily to me.
It's not going to be 1-0.
No, this is a freemium. I'm not gonna back the Tigers here with you. I'm gonna give the Royals a chance.
Hey, good job, Ramon. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna take the challenge. I think I'm gonna go with the challenge. Yeah,
I wanted to see what you had on the total.
Yeah, if you're gonna fade your Royals, so maybe I just might have given away a premium there. It's going on my list. I think in this one is Singer and Boyd. Boyd's got a 6 ERA in his last 4 starts as well. Tigers have gone under in just 3 of their last 11. Detroit's only won 6 of their last 21. We know the Royals are in a bad way as well, 10-25 on the road. Kind of hard to back the Royals at even money here, but I think I want to save that total. I'm going to give
me
challenge
too.
Because it is the Royals and the Tigers. I'll take the Royal. The chat. I was waiting for the chat to kind of roll their picks in there. It looks like they're going to shy away from this barn burner in this one. I'll take Singer. Why not? The Royals just 6 and 8 in his starts, and you mentioned Boyd. Certainly, they're 1 and 5 in his home starts. He's actually fared better on the road. He's such a big underdog that he's actually up 3 1/4 units this season on the mound, despite those bad numbers. So that does give you some bonus points there. I think on that one. Good morning to Howard today. And here comes Royals will not win 2 in a row. You're probably right. I'll take them though. We need a challenge. Ziggy's on the Tigers on the money line with you. Fernando says go under. Is that the line for the first 5? Because no, just kidding. Tigers and I think Londo. I'm going to say he likes Tigers and over because he put both of them in. I'm going to take the second one like he corrected himself. It looks like to me. Thomas says maybe I think he's taking Royals unless he just likes to type in random team names or whatever game we're on. Thank you, Thomas. Bionic here. Maybe that's over in the Royals game. JD goes under, however. Butterscotch says he's going to take the Tigers in a stinky one. Probably be the game of the day because of one of the most even matchups on the board. It's going to be a good game in Detroit. All right, we're still – and it's all daytime action here.
That's all we got. You guys should just take the afternoon off and go to your favorite wing stop or something.
Oh, boy. I'm still trying to find the best buffalo wings in Las Vegas. I haven't found anything.
How's the experiment going? I bet it's going well.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you get to try them out in the meantime, right?
Well, there's some disappointment. I can't find anything to match my hometown buffalo wings. So just want that perfect flavor that I've been used to all my life. All right. Hey, speaking of hot, how about the Diamondbacks, Mindy? They continue to be just so impressive right now. We did lose with them yesterday as one of our premium picks, but no problem. I still want to talk them up a little bit because of this matchup with Zach Gallen on the mound going up against Tehran. Interestingly, Tehran getting no run support as usual with these Brewers right now. Arizona favored on the road, $1.40, 8.5. 8.5. That's gone up. The steam came in on the over.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to know how Tehran is going to do with getting back by his teammates there. I mean, because look, his ERA is really good, 1.78. Zach Gallen, 2.96. I mean, on paper, this is going to be one heck of a matchup here. Again, Gallen, 25.4% K rate. Tehran, 21.4. I mean, this is going to be lights out, I think. But I'm going to go ahead and go with the Diamondbacks. I think Gallen gets the best of them, only because I feel like those bats are more reliable than the Brewers here right now.
All right, Mindy here on the Diamondbacks with
and
Gallen.
we shut out the Brewers last time in April.
Okay, yeah. Well, he's got a 1.86 ERA in 5 career starts against the Brewers. Gallen's definitely a home and away, even though these numbers are solid. 7 road starts, a 6.75 ERA. So it does show you how dominant he's been at home and hasn't been able to figure it out on the road, despite being one of the leading candidates for the Cy Young Award right now in the National League. I know it's late June, so let's not read too much into it. But of the list of contenders, he's certainly up there. Tehran, what can you say? Mindy, you talked about his numbers so far since joining the Brewers. Is it for real? I don't. It just feels weird that a guy who can linger in the Mexican League, in the minor leagues, just hoping to get a shot, can come in and be so dominant. It's too bad he's not getting the run support here that he deserves. So I'm going to go under, I think, with these two starters. Tehran 4-1 to the under so far in his 5 starts. The fact that it's gone up to 8.5 catches my eye here. I think that's enough for me to get me on the under here. I'm giving the Brewers a chance. I'm scared of those Gallen numbers on the road. I know you're going up against this, really struggling offense at this point. So under for me, Arizona and Milwaukee. Let's see what the chat's up to with this one. I'm feeling like it might be Arizona. Let's see what they say. Hello to Fresh Kobar here today. We'll get to the Seattle game, get to those night games in just a moment. Londo says Brewers and under. That might be my direction. I'm still going to further, look into it. Feels like Arizona just – I don't know if I want to lay this little bit of a price here, even though Arizona certainly 9-5 their last 14 games, 21-12 on the road. Scotch is on Arizona. Ziggy, you get it. Let me give you an extra half a run. He's going under in this one. He can get 8.5. It's 8.5 everywhere at this point. Thomas is on the Diamondbacks, but here's Luis on the Brewers. Here's Bionic on the Brewers.
Yeah,
that's just it, Ziggy. That's why I can look to erase a little bit of that road ERA. Look, he's been so spectacular at home. Brett's given the K prop here. JD says, like I said, Tehran 4-1 to the under so far. Not a lot of opinion here. So Mindy's on the Diamondbacks and I'm on the under. All right, the Mets and the Astros here. I'd call these. I'm still going to call the Astros a little bit of a disappointment, certainly right now. But Javier is going to be a big favorite here, of course. $1.55, 8.5 under 15.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go ahead and back Javier here. New York, they're 0-4 in their last 4 in the game 3 of a series. Houston, 47-18 in their last 3 of a series. So you got some numbers that are there to support this Astros team. Plus McGill just hasn't really been too great. I mean, he's not, the Verlander and Scherzer that we're kind of used to. I just don't think the Mets have been very consistent. So going to go ahead and back the Astros.
All right, Mindy, taking the Astros here, minus $1.55. I think the price might be a little too high, but I just can't get on the Mets right now. I don't think Javier's 5-0 in his last 7 starts with a 2.25 ERA in those starts. Astros 5-2 in his home starts. Look, the Astros are struggling right now. 4-10 their last 14. This is un-Houston-like at this point. Still a strong bullpen. McGill, how about this many last 3 road starts? 16.68 ERA.
Yikes.
And the Mets are 3-11 in his last 11 starts. The Mets have lost 12 of 16 and are just 17-24 on the road. I'll lay this price with you. Doesn't feel real comfortable, but I don't think it's wrong necessarily. I don't think it's like a overpriced. Just, laying some of these favorites has probably cost me some units this season, but I'm willing to come with you. Hasn't cost teams. We've been doing it in baseball. I'm not saying that I'm happy with our team picks. I'm not happy sometimes with a little bit of my premiums, but it doesn't matter. We got to give them out here on the show. I'm totally fine with that. Let's see. Ziggy's on the Astros. This is going to be all Astros, isn't it? It's Ziggy on the Astros, Solo on the Astros, Londo Astros and under, Butterscotch. Who's the contrarian? Who is the contrarian? I'm trying to find one.
I was looking for Fernando. There he is. He's from New York. He'll do it.
Thomas is totally disrespecting the Astros here because no one is as bad as the worst team that money can buy. Dollar per dollar.
I'm mad about the Giants coming back and beating the Padres in extra innings. Blowing my under, Ramon. Blowing my under.
I'll whine about it when we get there. I got some more dumb cliches to call this team. Fernando says under, and he does take the Mets. You're right. He says, I'm the one. Look at me. I'm Mr. Contrarian. And here's Steven says Astros and under. Get McGill out of there. And get the Mets bullpen in there. Mets bullpen hasn't been great, though. Fernando's got the script. All right. We're on the Astros. We'll lay it here $1. We're not going to get any, there's no discount here. $1.55 or more. That's okay. As long as it's a win, we'll take them. We're on it. Consensus play Astros. All right. Well, a couple disappointing teams here. One maybe we expected, one maybe we didn't, but with the Cardinals and the Nats, and I'm showing the Cardinals on the road. Okay, Cardinals are favored on the road. Steam did come in, widely reported Steam came in on the Nationals here, and Trevor Williams. Numbers are bad, but Williams does get some run support. He's often a dog. He's up 2.5 units on the season. So, Mindy, the Cardinals are $1.50 or $1.55, and the total is now 9 under 25. I guess these two pitchers are going to turn around. Maybe these offenses are bad, but looks like this total is trending under.
Well, that's where I wanted to look is to the under here, okay. Ramon. I'm hoping for a little bit of a pitcher's duel. I have to hope Trevor Williams can stay in the game longer, right? I want him to get a quality start here today because that's the thing is I can't get to this Nationals bullpen too early because we know they're not great. Cardinals, though, I like how Mikolas has been, doing here as of late. 3.8 ERA on the road, 17% K rate, only a 300 slugging percentage. So no one hits the guy real hard. So again, I'm going to go ahead and say this one's going to be under game for me. Going under the total.
Can't do it.
I can tell by how you were setting me up there, Ramon.
Yeah, well, look, there are some indicators of Mikolas 6.88 in his last 3 starts, but he has gone under in 4 of his last 5 starts. What does that mean? The Cardinals aren't hitting. That's what that means. Cardinals have now all of a sudden won 4 straight. Maybe they can turn around. Nationals have lost 15 of their last 19 games here. They really, it seems like even our chat, I'm going to, maybe we've been on the Nationals a few too many times. Like I said, widely reported Steam came on the Nationals. I will say this, Mindy, the umpire in this game has gone just 1 of his 8 assignments have gone under so far. He has it looks like a pretty wide zone here. Cardinals over in 3 straight. Man, that price is so high, and you just get burned with these Nationals. But I'll take them here, plus the 1.5. I just can't. Look, their records are almost similar. Cardinals have a few more wins than the Nationals. Doesn't feel real good. I'll take the Nationals and not proud. I'm not proud to say it here, but maybe the Cardinals are heating up. Maybe maybe they can finally get going. Let's take a look. Here's Neil goes over. Here's Butterscotch over. Of course, the Cardinals suck. You notice any of our new viewers? We're not saying the Cardinals
Who's
suck.
in last place?
That man in the picture is standing in front of a Cubs logo. Okay, Scotch. Solo says take the Nats. Maybe Williams. Like I said, here's the thing. This is the only thing that's getting me on the Nats here in this one is that Williams, like I said, he's up a little more than 2.5 units this season, despite that 4.5 ERA. So Nationals for Ziggy on that run line just feels gross right now. Nationals and over for Londo. Luis goes over. Cardinals for Bionic. Here's Damian Betts on St. Louis, and Score Days got me calling up the weather all of a sudden. Fernando, Cardinals, money line. Here's the thing, right? Of course, I have to like the Cardinals a little bit in this game, the fact that they are playing a little bit better, but the price is what's got me. So hello to Steph. Good morning as well. And Steph with the plays here. Leroy, hello to Leroy today. How you been, Leroy? And he likes over in this one. Mindy, just gonna maybe peek at that weather and get us out of here though. In Washington. If I can't find it, I'm gonna move on. If I'm going too slow. Oh, this is okay. This is the late afternoon game. I see what my deal is here. Say this is not a day game. This is a 4:05 Eastern. 100% chance of rain in this one. Postponement possibility of 15%. Winds blowing in from center field, 13 miles an hour. I'm going to hope for rain.
So we just don't have to do this game.
Right. So, yeah. And Steph says, nice information there. Joe Robinson here today. Hello, Joe. Wants St. Louis. And Neil's got a prop for us. All right. Thanks, everyone. Mindy takes the under, and I'll take Nationals run line. Shh. Don't tell anybody.
I'm not telling.
Atlanta and Philadelphia. Here's Smith Shawver getting another start here. I think he's going to be sticking around for a little while with that nice ERA so far in his 2 starts. I think they held him back 1 start or something. I don't think it was an injury. I think they just got so much pitching down there, the Braves, right now. Interestingly, Nola still favored. Okay, whatever. I mean, he's pretty average, I would say, at this point. We know he has the potential to be a lot better, but the numbers just aren't that great. Phillies favored here, $1.20, 8.5 over 15.
Yeah, I mean, this one's tough, right? Because I kind of feel like the Phillies are maybe playing some of their best ball. They had decent wins here versus Dodgers and the Diamondbacks. I don't know if they've been, swept in any, season series here so far. Shawver, he's been pretty good, like you said, other than he gave up a couple long balls.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see if he can minimize those today. But I think I'm going to go ahead and go on this Braves team. I like getting the Braves at a little bit of plus money here today. Again, sometimes you just kind of play those odds. That's kind of what it is for me here today. I'm getting the Braves plus money. I think they got the better lineup overall. Maybe a little bit weaker pitcher on the mound being a rookie, but I think they can go ahead and get it done today.
Yeah, what's wrong with Nola? 5.88 ERA in his last 4 starts. So that's, worrisome because you need Nola right now. The Phillies have won 13 of their last 16 games. They're 19-12 at home. So if anything, right now, this is the time for Nola to get hot. Smith Shawver, yeah, I mean, I like his metrics so far. Yeah, the home run ball concern, Atlanta, 15-3 in their last 18 games. These are 2 very hot teams right now, no doubt about it. Braves with that 7-game winning streak at this point. So very, very hot. And I'm going to end up here taking the under in this one. I've got to like this pitching matchup a little bit here. I know these teams are mostly trending over, but I will mention the Phillies have gone 6 straight games without an over at this point. So give me the under in this one. Mindy will take the Braves. I'm going to take the under here just because it's 8.5. I saw 9s out there. I was almost interested in premium here, but the steam came in on the under. I'll give it out on the show just because I don't feel like the values left the window for me. Flew out the window. See what the chat says here in this one. All right. It's going to be Damian Betts on the Braves. Fernando will lay the run line. Stephen Matthew will go a little bit of a it's Fernando that's going a little bit reverse run line there because the Phillies are Phillies are laying the 1.5. So here's Ziggy on the Braves money line. Corday, Phil. This one's all over the place with these two hot teams. I'm going to say Atlanta is the choice of the chat for the most part. And Paul says he'll go with the Braves as well. All right. Thanks, Tommy. Okay. All right. Mindy is on the Braves, and I'll take the under in this one. Jeremy here says take the Braves. Thanks, Jeremy. Yeah. Chat's on the Braves, Mindy, with you. I think they're kind of Fernando says no, he wants to 1.5. Okay, gotcha. But I think I'm supposed to take the Braves with you on this one, consensus-wise. Just Phillies hitting well. I mean, this is going to be a good game, right up there with that Orioles-Rays game, I would say. Okay, here's another interesting game, I would say, with the Mariners. And because look at this line for Mariners and Yankees. Look, Luis Castillo can be terrific on a moment's notice. And we know he's got very good numbers. Problem is they don't win games when he's pitching. And that's been a problem right now for the Mariners. And when was the last time we talked about some of the lines with the Reds being favored by $2. When's the last time the Yankees were getting $1.45 at home?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know for sure.
Against the team, not a team like the Mariners. Give them some credit. But, they actually, Mariners they're not among the elite teams that you would think would be a favorite on the road in New York.
Yeah, and like you said, Castillo has lost his last 3 starts. Again, that's been lack of run support. And for whatever reason, this Mariners team does not hit the Yankees at all. I mean, I don't even think they've gotten over, 3 runs. It's one of those things. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and take the Yankees, but I'm going to take them on the run line here. I'm going to take the plus 1.5 runs here. A little bit more comfort level with someone like Castillo because I know he's probably going to keep the Yankees down here as well. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the Yankees on the run line here today. It's just that the Yankees, I don't know why they're playing so well versus the Mariners, but they might get them here again today.
I'm just going to do it with you basically, I think, on the price because it just feels like it's just too high of a line at this point, especially here. Look at, the total has gone, it is 7.5 now. This umpire, the assigned umpire is 11-2 to the under so far. Mariners have gone under in 5 straight. Brito not looking great. 9 starts, 5.5 ERA. Last 3 starts, 7.11 ERA. Castillo, 2.36 ERA against the Yankees. You mentioned his success there against them. I feel like the price is too high, no matter what. And that, I'm going to take the Yankees plus 1.5. It's minus $1.20. I'm going to do it here, Mindy. I don't know if I can lay that big price here on the road with Seattle. they're 0. You mentioned they're 0-5 on the road with Castillo.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's kind of one of those, I think ever since I watched him play versus the Cubs and Castillo had a decent outing, but just couldn't score any runs. And it just seems like it's been that continual trend with him.
Yeah. And, I had the Yankees as a premium yesterday. Look at the type of game that it was. Yeah, it was Kirby and Cole. I get that. But Seattle just 3-11 now in their last 14 games on the road. Brett's got a prop for us. You saw a couple of Yankee votes in there. Fernando's going to be on the Mariners money line. And Randy Hoover, good morning and hello. Here's a Bionic on the Yankees. And hey, I want to say hello to Shijal Vlogs. Nice to have you here. All right. And let's see. Tommy says it might be hot there. Maybe I'll pop up the weather there. Nicotino also here. Minnie, we got new names here. Great to have you. And he says LeMahieu hit and the run line, it looks like. Correct me if I'm wrong there. Butterscotch says, after the Boston series, I can't take the Yankees until Judge comes back. That's what that was like my last thought before I put in the pick. I'm like, I still got to go with them because the Mariners just are not performing well on the road. So, all right. Paul, that's what he said. He wants under. I get it now. I was trying to decipher that first one. I was like, sometimes you put you agree with the last comment and you have the arrow up. And I was like, Paul put the arrow down. I was like, Paul can see the future and he's going to go with the next. Okay. Neil says Seattle. Fernando says go under in this one. Yeah, I want to go over, but the umpire stats are concerning me. Yankees and under for Steven. And Nick was asking about the Phillies game, and Mindy did like the Braves, and I like the under, Nick, in that one. Okay, thanks everyone for that on the Yankees game. All right, Mindy, the Athletics and the Guardians. I had a premium yesterday on the under in this one, and boy, was it ever an under.
Yeah, 5, I think, was it, right? That's it.
Guardians are going to be favored. This is Gavin Williams. He is the number 3 prospect for the Twins. Not on the 40-man. He was a first-round pick of the team in 2021, selected 23rd overall last year, high A and double A, 1.96 ERA with a 33% K rate. He is a product of East Carolina so far this year. He's been just tearing it up. In double A, he had a 0.63 ERA, 9 appearances in triple A, a 2.93 ERA, 46 innings, and kept that 33% K rate.
Yeah, that's big, Ramon. 33%. I mean, really good is like 20. So he's above average for sure. But I'm going to go ahead and give the A's a try here today. Blackburn's been one of their better pitchers, you could say.
Oh, yeah.
So I think they might step up here against the rookie. I'll take the A's today, Ramon.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Mindy, when we were talking about Blackburn coming, he's only made 4 starts so far. He's been pretty much money. He's up 4 units already. So pretty good job there for Blackburn. And kind of coincided with the little run that the A's have had. A big price here for the Guardians. I mean, we know that you're playing the A's, so I get it. And let's see what I had here for my notes on this one. Blackburn, A's now 6 straight, so they're 6 straight losses, so they're back in form,
right?
If you will. Under in 8 of their last 11 games here, but man, I don't know. Williams has looked good. Boy, I'm just not sure on that price at all. Maybe the A's can pick it up here. Guardians. I wish I could go back and use my pass a little bit. This one's got me a little bit perplexed in this one. I'm going to go over 8 runs. I want to respect Mr. Williams, but let's just see one first. I'll go over 8 runs. My computer over here has a lot of 9s on my models, so don't have a lot of, other than that, I don't really put minor league data in, so going with my brain algorithm, if you will. I'm going to go over 8 runs in this one. Mindy will take the A's on the run line. Let's go to the chat and see here where it's Fernando on the A's, Bionic on the A's. Support for the A's here. Solo says, give me the A's. Paul will go under. Paul, you can put that arrow. I get it now. I understand it. You don't have to use 12 keystrokes there. You could do one.
Right.
Or, well, you got to put the team, I guess. Under for Ziggy as in this one. So they're going against me here. Politician for the people says that this kid's going to be good, it looks like. And, Blackburn, he's been solid. Remember, he was the all-star for the A's. And I don't know, maybe make fun of it because every team kind of needs an all-star when you go there, but he probably was deserving actually last year. Luke Chapman, hello today. Nice to have you. Jeremy says, go under. Looks like I'm on my own here with that over. And Dom is here, my old buddy Dom. He says, give me the A's.
All
Thanks,
right.
Bert. Great to have my buddy here. And here is Cappy, Tommy, but Cappy says he wants the A's. Randy Hoover on the over. All right. Mindy's on the A's run line. I'll take over in this one. All right, Mindy.
Okay.
Red Sox.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is good. Interesting, certainly here. This is Dom's team, Dom. I want to see what you have to say here about your Red Sox. Whitlock, he's been profitable so far. He's up 3 1/3 units so far this season. This total looks like it's been on the rise here. I'm showing right now the Twins $1 down to $1.25, maybe even heading lower. Maybe the money's coming in on the Red Sox. The total here is 8.5. Flat.
Yeah, this one is look at some stats here for Garrett Whitlock historically versus the Twins. He has the 44.4 K rate, right? One that we just kind of talked about. Only allowed 1.87 to this Twins team historically. But I'm going to go ahead and take a look at Sonny Gray here today at home. I like him a lot. 1.96 ERA. He held the Red Sox to 1 run last time out here this season. I know this offense struggles to score, but I kind of think, starting pitching here is going to win out. These bullpens are pretty close together. 3.76 ERA for the Twins, 3.84 for the Red Sox. Give me the Twins here today at home.
Yeah, Sonny hasn't gotten the run support that he deserves. I mean, you look at that ERA at 2.25, but over his last 6 starts, it is a 3.82 ERA. But still at home at this price, I think I'm going to favor the Twins here. I hate when my buddy Dom comes in for his first comment, and I'm going against his Red Sox. It looks like Whitlock has cleaned it up a little bit. 3.52 ERA in his last 4 starts. Boston is 5-2 in his 7 starts this year. That gives him that 3.3 units of profit. I will mention the umpire behind the plate here has gone under in just 2 of his 15 assignments this season. Man, I kind of wanted to go under. You got, like I said, 2 decent bullpens here in this one. Whitlock has gone under in 3 of his last 4. Gray's gone over in just 5 of those 14 starts, but they are starting to go over a little bit, just under in 2 of their last 10 for the Twins. So I'm going to agree with you here. I'm going to take the Twins with Sonny Gray in this one. I think that's a starting pitching advantage for me here for Minnesota in this one. Take a look at what the chat's up to in this one. All right. Oh, thank you, Butterscotch. 123. Mindy, we're approaching that record for live views. Maybe today's the day. Tell your friends, get them over here. Want to say, Thurman, thank you for your plays there in the chat. Appreciate that. Socks and over here for Jeremy. And Dom says, watch out for my socks. They are hot. 5 straight. Is it 5 or 6, Dom? I thought it was 6, but maybe it's 5. Anyways, they are 18 and 17 on the road. And let's see here. Red Sox money line. I feel like we're in the minority here. Is Brett Red Sox and under? Fernando on the Red Sox. Bionic on the Twins. Hello to Michael, but where is your pick?
Right.
I've ever seen Michael say good morning and not have the pick. Right. I see it down there, but he usually
puts it in the same sentence. Yes.
Yes. So that much, Mindy, I say I always forget what the chat does, but that much I remember. Butterscotch is on Boston. A lot of Boston support. Oh, yeah. Mindy, we are. It looks like a veto. Mindy, we're vetoing here. Minnesota. Michael's on Minnesota. Luke Chapman, hello and welcome. And Stephen Matthews, Red Sox as well. Tommy says Red Sox are hot. Okay, Mindy, we're in the minority here, taking the Twins here today. And with Dom showing up, I just should have went with the Red Sox. He would.
Right, he's never coming back.
Yeah. Oh, well, I miss him. Miss you terribly, brother. All right, and Randy says Twins. I think that means maybe that's first 5 right there, Mindy. I'm not sure. Let me know, Randy, but we're gonna move on anyways. Let's get up there in a sec. I just want to mention one move I'm seeing right now from a game we previously covered, Mindy, and it's a pick that you had. Okay. Hello, Moneyline. Good. Where you been, Moneyline? We missed you. Twins money line there for Leroy. But just want to mention one game that I see lighting up the board right now, Mindy. What is that? It is on the total in the game between St. Louis and Washington. Oh. You recommended the under, and this one is moving under currently. I think this one could go to 8.5. So I think if you're interested in the under, now would be the time in that St. Louis-Washington game to get on that. Starting to see some lineups come out as well. I don't want to go back and on the games that we've already covered, but starting to see some lineups come out. I just want to mention the Royals today will sit 3 regulars. Hunter Dozier, Melendez, and Waters are all doubtful today. Miggy will also miss the game for Detroit. He takes a lot of day games off. But Kansas City sitting some players today, and that was our challenge. So good luck to you.
Good luck.
Mindy, I got 3 regulars sitting here. Yep. Paul, hello to Paul. And he says, yeah, the Twins are garbage everywhere. All right. Eric, is that a fact yet? Let us know, but nice to see you, Eric. Great. Thank you. Appreciate having Eric here. Don't know if we've had Eric before.
I don't know.
Thank you very much. I'd go over and maybe type it into the tweet deck and see, but we mentioned the 100% chance of rain and only 15% postponement risk, but that does look a little bit dismal hearing that report for that game. Crossing my fingers, it gets rained out. All right. Here we go, Mindy, Rangers and White Sox. We saw yesterday, I'll say it again, terrible call. The Rangers got screwed. We got screwed.
Right.
Rangers, and that was definitely a bad call. Why doesn't the Major League Baseball come out and say when they make a bad – maybe they believe – maybe that is the right call. If your foot is standing on the back of home plate, maybe that is blocking the plate technically, right? Because if he did a head-first slide – to the outside, he couldn't drag his hand across the backside. Maybe you cannot be touching home plate. Maybe that's the rule, even though everybody was up in arms about it, just trying to make sense of what that, because they sent it back to New York. The umpire, called him out. He was obviously, the tag came down before he hit home plate. So Major League Baseball, why not explain it to everybody? anyways, Mindy here, Rangers and White Sox. It was a pick 'em. It still is a pick 'em. 9.5 under 15. A little bit of a move here to the under in this one.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and go back on the White Sox today. We'll take them on the run line, though. I know they're sitting at about minus 170. I'm going to give myself a little bit of room here with Kopech. He does have that 34.4% K rate. ERA 3.86 at home there as well. Have to hope the Rangers aren't, too upset and going to take it out on this White Sox team here. But yeah, that's how I'm going to go today. Taking the White Sox on the run line.
All right, Mindy, if you want to do that, I get it. Yeah, Perez, a 6.86 ERA in his last four starts. Is that right? Texas, 9-5 in his 14 starts. However, this season Texas has won just 5 of their last 13. A bit of a funk there. Kopech, you mentioned his good numbers of late. He's really picking it up, no doubt about it. But man, still these Rangers, you kind of like the position they're in. White Sox have won just 4 of their last 12 games. Man, that total at 9.5. Can the White Sox hang in there in this one? I'm going to take the Rangers here on the money line. We both can win. It's not necessarily a challenge. You got the White Sox, big juice, plus the 1.5. I need Perez to have a better start, no doubt about it, if they're going to hang in there in this one. But like I said, he does get plenty of run support. And I'll take the Rangers here. Mindy will take the run line. I'm saving the total. I don't know if I'm saving the total, I think, for a premium. So let's take a look here with the Rangers and White Sox. Here comes a Bionic is on the Rangers. And Brett says here's an under. And he's got Kopech K prop under. Mindy, you mentioned is a great K rate, but maybe it is just a little bit too high at 6.5. Fernando, Rangers. Thomas, it was not the bases were not loaded. It was a tag play. Rangers here for Ziggy. Butterscotch says got to take Texas. Leroy on the Rangers. Thank you, Dom. Appreciate you very much. Here's Jeremy. He likes over in this one. Texas bat's going to get hot, says Scotch. Fernando on the over. Paul on the over. Look who's here. All rise. It's not Aaron Judge. It's Queen
made it
here today. Miss you, Queen. But she made it. And Politician says, give me the White Sox first 5. All right, Mindy, you're on the White Sox run line. I'll take the Rangers on the money line. Latifa takes the Rangers. All right. We're almost through it here, Mindy. We get out to the West Coast. And,
right.
Well, I know you're going
to be late games.
Yeah, I know you'll be staying up for this one. This one's not
I'll try. I had a late night last night. I'll see what I can do.
Well, Ohtani's pitching. That's what I mean. Maybe.
Right.
Maybe if it's not close or something. Michael Grove gets the start. He should be better than his 8 ERA, but we'll see. Ohtani here is up to $1.55. This total has dropped. The reported steam came in on the over, but the total right now is 8.5 over 25.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and go with Ohtani here today, mostly because the Dodgers have been awful in the bullpen. They also really haven't seen Ohtani much. I think the statistic was only 4 batters have seen him before. I think his Ks in this game will be pretty impressive. So I'm going to go ahead and take Ohtani today.
Of course you are.
Versus Grove, yes.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I think he's got a Dodger uniform on. He's going to be better than these numbers would indicate. I would think that's the way I feel. So Now down to an 8.5 now. I'm gonna take the over in this one. That steam came in on the over. Look, Otani's great. We know that, but right now, Angels they're playing their best ball of the season. No doubt. We saw the Dodgers get it done. Kershaw was dying, just awesome. Now he owns the Angels. There's no doubt about that. So that was a great game. It was scoreless. Detmers was doing the job. Just what you might expect from these two left-handers. Yesterday, Mindy, we had the under in that game. It was almost a lock.
Almost.
You guys want locks. That was a pretty good one here. So Mindy going to take the Angels to keep that rolling. Dodgers have won just Dodgers have won just 5 of their last 15 games.
It sounds like he was feeling really bad for them, Ramon. It sounds like it.
They've gone under in just 8 of their last 30 games. So I've got to go over, I think, here in this one. Otani's gone over for the most part in his last few starts. So I'm going to go over in this one with the Dodgers and the Angels, especially the dip down. If I can get it at 8.5, Mindy will take the Angels in this one. There's going to be a lot of comments here. This is another, I would think, marquee matchup here. Solo on the Dodgers. Paul's trying to get a premium out of me here.
I see that.
Okay, Butterscotch on the Angels. Ziggy's on the Angels. And Michael Thompson on the Angels. Latifa, Angels and over. Solo on the Dodgers. I don't know if I covered that already. I might have been going kind of back and forth here. Fernando, Angels. Butterscotch has been hot, huh? Jeremy, Angels
is, right?
And over. Leroy, Angels money line. Looks like Angels getting the I don't know. I look, I love Otani, but and Grove is struggling. Grove not good. Politician says in Bionic here on the Angels. Butterscotch, an Otani home run prop. Again, he just flicks that bat out there and it just goes for miles. Fernando on the under here going against me. All right. Okay, Mindy, my turn to whine and complain.
All right, your turn. It's not the Royals, it's the Padres.
All right. I mean, these guys are dollar for dollar the worst team in the league. Then you got your guy, Yu Darvish, here on the mound, and his 4.7 ERA, by the way. So come on, you. What's going on? Anyways, the Padres aren't going to find themselves as favorites here, $1.20 or so. The total 8 over 20.
Oh, I don't want to go against you, Darvish, Ramon.
7.7.
I'm thinking the Padres today. I feel like I'm going to pull out, all my hats, all my mascots, just like Corso does, right? I know he's been pretty bad, but I love you, Darvish. I think he's great. So he still has his 22.6% K rate, holds them to a 2.74 batting average. I just hope that he can go late in the game in order to, stay away from any bullpen issues. The Giants have had their own woes. All these games have been pretty close in this series. I'm going to go back for the Padres. I think they should have pulled out a couple more here in this series, Ramon.
Yeah, look, the Giants, they're hot. They've won 13 of their last 16 games. Red hot right now are the Giants at this point.
I know.
So Padres, not so much. Padres are 5-13 in one-run games. The next extra inning game the Padres win will be the first extra inning game the Padres win. So, man, feels really uncomfortable here. Maybe do I go with my challenge? I don't know, because to me, I think the Padres actually represent some value. I think this line, probably because of the Giants move. Now, I don't know if we're going to see Walker as just an opener. Could see Gel also in there, I would imagine. All their group, the Giants are one of those teams that are totally going the opener route quite a bit of late. They've gone over in 6 of their last 7 games, but I'm not feeling that necessarily, and I'm just gonna take the challenge. I'm gonna take another challenge.
All right.
Take the Giants. Screw these guys.
Screw these guys. It's like Paul says, right? I like that. Padres will probably win the first 8 innings again.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Just can't close it out for whatever.
Right. Well, the excuse was 2 games ago. The top 3 relievers are unavailable. Okay, I knew that going in too. I mean, I was uncomfortable before the inning started. I was like, this is going to be a problem, and every pitch was worse. But now you get a Hader in there, who, I mean, he has his blow-ups, but he's been pretty good. Padres bullpen has been very, very good, very good. But they've had too many blow-ups. So I'll take the Giants. Mindy on the Padres here. I'm going to save my total because I like it.
I like it a lot.
Yeah. I know the Sharps are going to be on the over in this game, and I'm going to be against them, I think, here a little bit.
You're giving away your premiums again.
Yeah, let's see here. Well, nobody's going to be shaking in their boots by that. Here's Ziggy on the Giants, Fernando on the Giants. And let's see, was there any other? I'm sorry. I'm having a little. Thomas will try the Padres again. Damien will take the Giants.
These comments are good on this game. That's all I know.
Fernando. Stephen Matthews, San Francisco. There's what you were saying with Paul. Yeah, Giants first 5 might be the way to go, right? First 5 and money line, though, for Politician. Butterscotch on San Francisco. Neil Boyce says he's got a premium on San Francisco.
Right.
And Darvish will get rocked. Right. 7.7 ERA in his last 4 starts, Mindy, for your guy. Fernando says, "I'll stomp him."
Flatter than a tortilla.
Oh, okay.
That's what I liked. I thought it was good. Good job, Roy. You guys are perking me up today. I like it.
One thing I'll say about my hometown, and Dom's not here, he could vouch for, best Mexican food in the country. Bottom line, I'll debate anybody on YouTube over that. So, all right. Thanks, everyone. That's a look at Major League. Oh, I do have breaking news here a little bit on some news I've got to get out to you. This is important. The Colorado Rockies are making a pitching change here. I don't know if it's going to change. I think Seabold may still, this might end up being an opener, but this is going to be Jake Bird is going to now be the starter for the Rockies, is what I'm understanding. I'm seeing the news come out here. Jake Bird as the starter. I imagine he's going to be an opener here in this one. Jake Bird, this will be the starter here for the Rockies for Connor Seabold. So that just coming across. I don't know too much about it, but Jake Bird so far this season, 35 appearances, all in relief, 47 innings, 1.29 the whip, 3.42 ERA, 1-1 record. Sounds like an opener to me, and then maybe Seabold comes in after that. But whatever the case may be, Seabold is now being listed as the starter in that one. All right, that's Major League Baseball. All right, Mindy, we got to get these games out of the way here. Paul's cracking us up.
Right. You guys are too funny today.
Hater fader. Corday's ready for the WNBA pick.
Let's do it. Let's get to it.
Maybe we should just use his banner for the game.
There we go.
I've got a banner for it. Here, the Aces. Oh, well, I was going to go college baseball, but let's go with this. It's just one game, then we'll talk about the 2 games. We'll get out of here. Because, look, this is ridiculous, right? The Aces. They cover every game. They win every game by 30 points. They're favored by 18 against the Mercury that, I don't know. Are they the worst team in the league now all of a sudden? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, statistically, yeah, they're rock bottom, right? 2-5, something like that, I think is what the record is.
It's just been bad news all around so far. So I don't know. I mean, this is still a gazillion points. So what do you think?
Well, I don't like gazillion points, but today I have them winning by, I don't know, 27.1. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Aces. Again, I'm giving it out as a free pick. I'm not going to give it out as my premium play, only because for me, I don't really like these huge spreads. I think there's so much that can happen, but I think, geez, over the last 3 times, Ramon has told us they're going to win by 30. So here we go.
I mean, I would challenge on that one. Not challenge a pick. I don't know if I could take the Mercury at this point. They're a mess. But if you like them by 27, that sounds like a premium to me.
That's what I said.
It does seem like the Aces are talking about crushing, but their defense is really kind of what it seems to be getting it done, because they kind of been going. Well, I don't know. There's been some overs there too, but I think actually I'm going to go over in this one at 164.5 for my free play. I don't. Not too fond of this. We'll mention this game is at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific. Make sure you note that if you're going to play this game, that it is a day game in Phoenix. Take the kids, enjoy there. So Fernando said in that baseball game, it doesn't matter if they're throwing a bird or a tiger for the Colorado Rockies. All right. Yeah, I think the Mercury are missing their whole team in this one today. Let me go to the
players, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of this issue. In fact, it's up to 19 and 165.5. So I'm not even going to update the thing, but Griner will still be out of this one. Tarasi is out as well. So 2 key players there missing in this one. They're also I don't know. I don't want to look. Tarasi is a legend, but maybe her time is come and gone. I don't know. So Jordan has that comment as well. And Paul, let's see. He says, "Is that going to cancel my legs in the parlay in that one? Depend. If you designated the action."
Right.
If you designated your pitcher, you might have to go back. But yeah, if you designated the pitcher, Seabold, you're going to have to go back and do that one over. So, all right, Neil with a little bit of info there as well. All right, thanks you guys. Got to keep this moving, and let's go to those 2 games in college baseball. Mindy, you saw the TCU Horned Frogs yesterday in Omaha win against Oral Roberts. Today they're a big underdog. They look pretty good. Florida is pretty awesome, and they're got the game in hand here. So does that change anything for you?
No, I mean, honestly, TCU didn't really impress me when they played Oral Roberts each of those times. So for me, I'm definitely going to go ahead and go Florida here today in this one. I think it might, probably take a run line on this one.
Yeah, we can get them on the run line at minus $1.30. So let's do that. Florida's looking great. Let's take them to smash TCU today. This total, I will mention, is down to 10.5. So look, Mindy, even as the games have progressed, we did see a few overs out there in Omaha, but right now it's a dead solid under.
Right.
How did you feel about watching? You've been there before.
Oh, sure.
This year, the reiteration just every year, but how was the air? How was it feeling? We saw 2 unders again yesterday. As that game progressed at 1-1 for the long, were you feeling this is going to be tough to get, even though they ended up putting up those 5, those more runs for but were you feeling pitchers in charge there?
Oh yeah, pretty much. So I saw a lot of backward Ks, right? Guys standing there taking a look. Even last out of the game was watching strike 3. I mean, what a way to end your season. I just think you got to go ahead and pick it up a little bit, right? The wind was blowing straight in yesterday as well. So it was one of those that they probably weren't going to go ahead and tank some out of the park, even though I was hoping so. They got like 0 close, like maybe just barely over the infield was kind of the highest fly ball, you might want to say. So yeah, I mean, I think TCU has a little bit to go yet to keep up with teams like Florida, LSU, Wake. You could tell the difference in these two teams.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And of course, that you're going to have a team that's.
I mean, I think Tennessee probably would have done better versus TCU as well, even though they're gone as also.
Yeah, they're going to be. Florida's going to have the rest advantage here, obviously, a little bit. TCU, I mean, they got they'll have Klecker starting in this one. Their bullpen's going to be fine here, but it's just Florida sitting comfortably right now in the bracket. So I think they'll take them down in this one. Okay, and the other game, this is the big one. This feels like the big one in a way, right, to me. Right now, Wake Forest, $1.30. This total has dropped significantly as well. We talked about already what's going on with these unders here. So we'll see. But for me, Wake Forest, $1.30 here. The total has dropped here to 10.5. LSU will need to win twice, and well, at least they've got their man here. Let's see, $1.30. Go ahead, Mindy.
Well, for me, it comes down to pitching always for baseball. I think that's the key to everything. Wake Forest has the best pitching staff, I could say arguably in the nation. Maybe they haven't looked at thus far. I feel like they look like they are a little bit hittable, but maybe they've settled down here over this week. I'm still going to go ahead and go Wake Forest in this one.
It's going to be hard to go against the LSU ace. I mean, he's absolutely terrific, but I think I've got to do it here. I think this is the point where I'm supposed to go LSU because they are my pick to win it all. But man, it just feels like this is a team of destiny. So someone said in the chat the other day, I don't know if you looked in the Discord, but someone said, does Wake Forest win anything? I went ahead and
did you look?
Yeah. I listed the 10 national championships in the different sports, including baseball. Wake Forest won the College World Series in 1955. They've also won national championships recently in some other sports as well. I believe maybe tennis and golf. Or Arnold Palmer went to Wake Forest.
Oh, well, look at that.
Good. That's pretty good. But let's take Wake Forest here. Look, the LSU pitcher might be the star of the tournament. It feels like Skeens. He's just been terrific. He had that team assistant ogling over him yesterday. Anybody saw that? There, Twitter was blowing up. I thought it was unfair. I mean, she's just enjoying the game with one of the best guys around. Be interesting to see how he does. Let's take Wake Forest in this one. I think I'm supposed to go LSU, like I said, because of my pick for them to win the national title. But man, Wake is pretty awesome. So anything here on that game? There were some Florida backers. Let me just see here.
Yeah, where's our guy Curtis? Where's our man?
I think Damien, I don't know if that was the basketball game or the first baseball game. Here's Fernando on Florida. Damien Betts on Florida. Paul says, give me Wake Forest. Charles is here. He says, go Tigers. And maybe Skeens can do it and force a last game. So maybe I still have a chance to get on LSU.
Right.
Maybe I'm hedging a little bit too.
Maybe you are.
All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. Great job. Head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. There you'll find our premium picks. Those are absolutely our best picks every day over at Tony's Picks. Hopefully we got free Team Steam winners here for you, Mindy. But if you have any problems or want to get a little extra action here from us, head on over to Tony'sPicks.com and to pick up our premium picks. Absolutely our best picks are over at Tony's Picks, and use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Mindy and I got to go. We've got just an hour before these early games start. So just use that promo code, pick up our premium pick packages over there, or for those of you that already did, let us know. But appreciate everybody for joining us on the show. What did we get up to? 123. Did anybody see? Appreciate you guys very, very much. Mindy has the plays. Here they come. Florida, run line, and Wake Forest. I think we're doing pretty good in our NCAA baseball. So Thank you to Thomas. Solo was on LSU. Here comes our baseball. Not too many, huh, Mindy? Wow.
Yeah.
Orioles money line.
7 total.
Run line. Astros money line. Yankees run line. Twins money line. Okay, well, just 7 plays. Hopefully we'll get it done. Thanks, everybody. Great job. Great show. Great job by you, Mindy. Let's stay hot, everybody. Yes.
Do it. Let's do it.
All right. For Mindy Hahn, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.